Hi everybody. So the black one's on the road, dazed and confused. She's topless, and me and my wife took it last night. Took it to Vita's actually get some custard. It's supposed to be ice cream, but it was custard. It was good, but it was cold. But we did it. She's a trooper. She put her head down. We both had the hoodies on. It wasn't so bad going there. A little colder coming back, but now I just want to do. I get tired of working on the same one. I want to work on Goliath, Godzilla, but I want a full day on it, so I'm going to start early in the morning with this thing. So I just want to do one little thing. So let me show you one thing. Stupid me lost the keys. I can't find the keys. I don't know where I put the keys. So I started. So here's the funny bit. I mean, kind of, it's not that funny, but any Jeep out there that in the 90s or whatever, up to the newer ones, pretty much I could steal. So I have a set of keys like this. They're like jigglers, right? So they don't have really a tumbler. So you put the key in. I got a set of 10 of them. I had them on my business, and now I have a business again. So just in case, it's a lot easier to replace the solenoid because now it's not locked up, and you can turn it, push the pin in, and pull it right out. So I have a solenoid that I had on stock. So you just put the key in, you wiggle it back and forth, a little tension. It just takes a little bit of playing around, and there you go. So if you think your car is safe, it's not. Just remember that a jiggler will start almost anything. These are designed for Chrysler ones, General Motors, then they got Ford. So I got the three big ones: Chrysler, GM, and Ford. So it doesn't take much to start these things because they didn't have too many combinations. And all you're doing is moving the tumblers up and then kind of wiggling it and holding it and then running another tumbler. So it is what it is. So with that jiggler, I took off the nut so far, and now I got to take off the 3 screws, pull this off, and then see what else we got going on. So first you take the horn pad off, put everything in line. It's much easier to do that. Hey duck, get out of the way. Here's my ducks, and they have little sayings on them. This one says, Len Massey at What's Up Jeep. YouTube. I have all my videos on YouTube too. I do pretty well. So let me grab a screwdriver and start taking this off. You know. So after I steal your car, I just put another ignition lock in it and then I'll just drive it. It's mainly that tool is not for us to steal cars. That tool is for us to diagnose things, make life a lot easier. I think the steering wheel only goes on one way, but we're gonna make sure. Got a little cobweb in there. Probably little funny little spiders in there. So it has 3 screws you gotta take off. I don't even know why you gotta take them off. Oh, you gotta put the puller in there. I haven't done too many. I don't do too many steering wheel pulling steering wheels until I started working on Jeeps again, and now I'm doing them all the time. And my video is not very loud right now because I have my mic, but I forgot my the other tool in the other black Jeep. I was driving around for. So you take that off and this ring off for one shot, and another piece off, all one shot. Put it to the side. There's a horn button here, but it don't work. Put the 3 screws in there, and we can pull the steering wheel off. Sometimes you can wiggle it. If you don't have the tool, but not this one. So let's pop that off, and then there's probably looks like I don't know what we're gonna see next. I don't know what that was. So I'm gonna try to end it pretty soon. Yeah, I got about 15 minutes. Now, so I got my steering wheel puller here. And it's a snap-on puller, of course. At one time I bought the best, so it's got 1,000 different freaking setups and bolts and nuts. So you gotta sit there with that and do that. The best thing about these Jeeps, man, when you're working on them, just take the door right off. Put it to the side, nice and clean over there on a pad so it doesn't ruin the paint, and another rag so there. Let me give you a little bit of an intermission here before I pull that off. I had started listing some parts. So yesterday I had to get an engine hoist. So I got the engine hoist, and then the guy told me I have a lot of. I told him I was into Jeeps. I need one eventually. I don't know. I haven't pulled an engine on one of these things yet. I can keep them going. I don't know. Even the black truck is toppy at 200 and whatever 27,000 miles. It runs great. I think it runs powerful. That one's a good truck. I mean, it's a good toy. It's a decent color. I mean, I want to paint it red one day, so if I run out of things to do, I'm going to paint it red. But I got quite a bit of stuff to do still. So I wanted to show you. I got to get rid of the stupid ad thing here. Get rid of that ad. So I wanted to show you while I was there. I was interested in the other stuff. The guy goes, "What would you else like?" And I said, "What do you got?" He goes, "Everything." He's moving in 3 months. He's tired. He's like 80, and he was a nice guy, really nice guy. Worked for General Motors forever. So I don't know what he did, but he had all these used tools, kick-ass tools. Now this is the size of a normal air ratchet. This is just a Ingersoll. Oh, it is an Ingersoll Rand. Oh, it's an Ingersoll Rand. I wish I had my glasses. Hold on a second. Okay. Professional air ratchet. Central pneumatic. I didn't think it was Ingersoll Rand. So it's a central pneumatic. I do not like air ratchets. I freaking knuckle buster. You hit it, jam it, and jam it again. I've seen one guy jam it against an alternator. Hit the power thing, smoking. I was like, dude, you better fix that. You can catch the car on fire. I thought that was fine. So this is a normal size air ratchet, 3/8 drive. This is freaking an air ratchet I picked up. 1/2 inch freaking drive. Look at the freaking difference. This thing's got power. Holy cow. I was like, knuckle? You ain't gonna bust your knuckle. You'll bust your freaking arm right off. This thing is heavy, man. So I listed this thing, and these things list. I put it on Marketplace and eBay. They go for $460 used. I was like, what? So I listed it. Hey, I got this stock. I buy a lot of things, and when I go in for one thing, and if they have something else, and we can make a decent deal, I buy everything in one shot. So basically, if I sell that one tool, I'm way beyond. Plus, I got the engine hoist, is what I needed. I needed tools, and I needed things to sell to keep on going with the business. So I'm not even telling you. Like, I already put. I'll just show you some of the tools. I already put some away already. I'm not. This is just a dent, a little dent, a little dent. So here's some of the tools, air tools he had. I mean, oil. I think this adds oil to your guns automatically. I've used these before, and he even gave me 2 of the pods with it. Another gun here, another gun here, another gun. Oh, this is really thin. A real gun here, another gun here, a freaking air separator, water separator, and this looks like a gauge for argon or acetylene, one or the other. I forget which one. Probably says it right on it. Air pressure. I don't know. It's one or the other. I used to be able to just tell it's a Victor, so you know it's air. You know it's welding equipment made by Victor. So that is just a little dent. He also sent me. He gave me something. Well, he didn't give me. I bought all this stuff. So he gave me these spacers for Jeeps, and I think it's for 2006. So I'll be selling these once I figure out how much they run. There's 4 spacers, so if you need to go out at least 1.5 inches, because if you put the wrong offset or back spacing on your Jeep, I can help you out. I can sell you these, and you can look pretty cool or whatever. He gave me another big air grinder. I mean, things are heavy duty. I mean, like I got heavy duty stuff, but I mean I got maybe one big heavy duty thing, but I took everything. He got me jack stands. Well, let me bring you around. I'll show you. So what the heck, while I'm goofing around, so I'm trying to end the day. So here's some of the jack stands he gave me. Well, I bought them. I bought the heavy duty ones. They're 6 tons. And I bought another set in here. They're 3 tons. I already list them on Marketplace and eBay. The Marketplace mostly. I already had bids on the one already. So I do sell a lot of tools, and I know a lot about tools. But he was a very interesting guy, and I learned a lot from him. I was like, wow. I mean, 40 years he worked for General Motors. I don't know if he took the tools. That's not my deal. I bought regular tools from him. They look like they were in a big crate, and he just kept giving them out. He had. Then I got the engine hoist over in the corner here. See the engine hoist right there? I got the engine hoist all in pieces. Oh, it's an old one, but I don't need new. I just, if I ever, if we ever find an engine bad and I get stuck with one, I got one to do. So that's all I really needed. That's all I wanted. And I spent a little more money, and I took the whole ball. My poor little Jeep, well, Godzilla. I said, oh man, I think at least I had a moving blanket. I put the moving blanket down. He said, interior is gorgeous on that truck. And then he's like, he looked at the truck. He goes, you're picking up with this? I said, it's all I got right now. He's laughing. He goes, that's a hell of a truck. I said, that's my baby. That's our baby, really. That's Godzilla. She's coming in for that part right back there. So let me give you a little glimpse of what's going on. So here's what's going to be putting in. We're going to be putting an air box in. Now that also already has a Ram Air intake on it, but I wanted a K&N an air filter that's more replaceable, breathe a little better, and this is the only option that truck has. That truck is fully loaded as performance-wise. There is no other options. So this is the only optional one. So you get a Sirius filter right there. And then you get probably a big box. There's a big box, plastic, which has got a clear casing on it. So the filter will sit in here, still use the Ram Air effect, and it has a glass thing on it so you can look down at it. I was like, I don't really want to show off at all. I'm not even going to open the hood, but this gets me into almost 500 horsepower. That's the only option there is. So, a Hellcat, I'm coming after you. I might not be able to get you, but you're gonna be like, what the heck? I better punch it. He's way ahead of me. So that's part of it. Comes with the glass case on the top. There's a rubber seal here. Everything's perfect. Has instructions. Another piece here, another hose. Has everything coming together. It's got like 5 or 6 parts. I didn't want to rush it. It's made by S&B. The two companies that are really, really good are S&B, and there's K&N. I didn't want to go with K&N, and the guy that I deal with, Performance Shop, he hooked me up with this, and he says these are really good. They're a little cheaper, and they work better. They're designed better than K&N. And I was like, wow, that's different. He goes, yeah, I don't have any problems with you. No comebacks, no nothing. No engine lights, no nothing. You have to disconnect the battery. You disconnect the battery before you do anything, and maybe I have to put some kind of a wire on there. I have one to save the memory for everything. It goes into the ash lighter. Good luck on that one, right? It goes into the lighter. There's probably a lighter plug there somewhere, and then it has a 9-volt battery. That'll hold the memory for the vehicle while you change that over, and you don't want to leave that on. He said. So that's the major project that's coming in today. Tomorrow. I want to do it today, but I didn't think. I want a full nice day to make sure she's right. And I got to read it. You scanned it, and then instructions are on the scan. So I got to work on that. So we're going to quit for today, but you keep on watching. So for tomorrow, we're going to pull the rest of that steering wheel off. That steering wheel puller. There's not much more. You got 3 screws here, and you got a plate, and then I'll show you tomorrow, though. And you're going to pop this off. I think it only goes on one way, but I want to make sure. I think it only goes on one way. It's spline, probably. Yes, it does. I think. We'll spray that down, too. Right now, what the heck. We'll spray it down and then forget about it until tomorrow. And that's what I use all the time. So we'll spray it down. Shake it up good. Just spray the shaft here. That's all you really need. Just a little bit in it. This stuff will soak in. It's got a catalyst in it. Just use this and just walk away. Walk away for a half hour. Come back and the bolt will pop right off. Most of the time. Some of these Jeeps are giving me a little bit of a run for my money, but that's what it's all about. You gotta you gotta work. And I'm working twice as hard as I got my own place. my own shop. I found a 4-bay garage yesterday. Owning it. Who knows? Will they take the bid? I don't know. I hope so. 4-bay garage. Attached to a house, attached on 1.5 acres, 1.6 acres. Huge. We got to go up. And I don't want to rent. I don't want to take my overhead and pass it off to everybody else. So whatever I'm keeping down low, I could also sell it to you. So if I can sell this to you cheaper, it'll be great. If I can sell cheaper, I could do it. And if they bust my chops about, running a business out of it, which is mostly eBay stuff, it's selling a lot of parts, and then I install them on these things. So I don't really have a customer-based thing. It's not really that kind of business, and which I like. I think it's harder than to run around and the brake job, $100, $200, $800, and then people go, I don't want to do it, and they back out, and then I don't want that. I don't want that no more. I want to do my own thing and enjoy it and pass it on to everybody else. So the yellow one is just getting a little bit of some keys. Dumbass lost it. I don't know where I've been looking for a week. I gave up. I said, I know once I put that damn cylinder, what's going to happen. I'm going to be like, oh, son of a... And I looked every pair of pants, shirt, jacket, every piece of my grounds, the acre. I looked everywhere for this stupid key. Oh, before I go too, he also gave me he didn't give me, I bought a drive shaft from him. And also, I think this is a 206 drive shaft, rear drive shaft. He sealed it all up, taped it all up, gave me brand new U-joints with it. There was nothing wrong with it. And his son wanted to, I don't know, do something. I don't know what he wanted to do, but it's brand new. It's a short drive shaft, so definitely the rear. And I think it's a 206 and 288. I think that would be a TJ. So I'm going to put that on once I figure out the numbers from it. And put that for on eBay too. I mean, that's only a dent. I got a load more. I think he gave me, I got all these air tools, a box. Yeah, I got more. I got a lot of work to do. That's all I can tell you. So I'll talk to everybody tomorrow. Peace out. Bye.